So John Jewett got the exact same placing in Texas as he did in Tampa, a clear fourth place, although he did bring a more drier and a more detailed package here. But that being said, we have to keep in mind, this was a very deep lineup. The great thing about Texas Pro is that, if you look at the scorecards, the judges actually scored both the sessions independently. So that is why you're gonna see guys moving up and down in their placings based on the final scores. And the biggest example here is Amir and Bruno Santos, switching spots, with Amir cracking top 5, pushing Bruno Santos to 6th place. Now, interestingly, their scores, they were level at the finals. But for those of you guys who do not know the rule, the guy who places ahead during the finals, he places higher, in case it's a tie. Now, no disrespect towards Bruno Santos or Patrick Moore. I think both are great bodybuilders, but the way these shows are getting fully stacked, so much new talent coming in, and all these young guys improving at such a fast pace, it's gonna be so difficult for so many of these guys to get back on the Olympia stage one more time. Because just look at Joseph Palacios, who just came out of nowhere and he shocked the entire bodybuilding world. So Carrot Baggio, a former 212 Olympian, placing top 7 in the men's open debut, beating Beef Stew and Patrick Moore. That is such a big deal for him. He really showed the world that he is a much better bodybuilder without that weight cap. So this was also an overall improved package from Patrick Moore compared to what we saw at Tampa Pro and also in comparison to the Legion Sports, where he placed second behind Tonio Burton. But despite that, he ended up in 9th place. Now, Patrick has some of the best X-frame in the current open bodybuilding. But considering the fact that he's 41 years old, it's gonna be very tough for him to place very high, especially in these kind of shows where there are multiple Olympians and multiple top guys competing. So he did look improved from Tampa Pro here. But this was too big of a lineup for Patrick to fight for the top spots. I mean, he did not even place in the first call out. Now, I personally think that some of these guys, they should have gone for the European shows to have a much better shot at earning their Olympia spot, or at the very least, placing high. Overall, this was such an amazing show. Great lighting, amazing production, which allowed all the competitors to showcase their best look on the stage. So one question, what are your thoughts on Quinton? What does he need to do in order to get his first pro win and qualify for the Olympia?